Hi, this is Trisha again from Product Labs, and this is session number 14, Sheet Metal Punch. In this process, a die and punch is used and shape is formed by punching operation. It can be divided in 3 primary steps. First, punching is a metal forming process that uses the punch press to force a tool, called a punch, through the workpiece to create a hole via shearing. Second, the punch often passes through the work into a die. And third, a scrap slug from hole is deposited into the die in the process. So, session 14 on sheet metal punch next in this series. Let's get started.
Let us consider this sheet metal part. It has an embossed feature at the center of it. This feature can be created by using a die. Die is a metal piece with a similar feature in it. Press Ctrl+D to fit the model in the screen. Change the orientation of the model to front view. It enables us to see the formed feature from the front side. Now pull the green arrow in the model tree above the Form 1 feature. So, now we get a flat sheet where we need to create this form feature using die. Now, select the Form 1 feature in the model tree and right-click on it. After that, select the Open Base Model from the pop-up menu. Another model opens up. This is the base model used to create the final product. This is called die, and it has the similar embossed feature in it. During the product creation, this feature gets embossed into workpiece. Now, if we look at the front view of this part with hidden line visible, we can see the embossed profile very clearly. This is the exactly same profile which has to be embossed in our workpiece. Now, close this and switch back to working model. Now, select the Form 1 feature in the model tree and then right-click on it. Choose the option Delete from the pop-up menu to delete this feature. Now we have a flat sheet which we used to create the final model. Next, click on the button labeled as Form in the top menu bar and use the option Die Form from drop-down menu. Now open the desired die using the File Open button. A pop-up window opens up where we can see preview of the punch or die before we open it up. Once we open up the die, we have flat sheet and die available in the same window. Now, switch on the datum planes. Even after switching on the planes, we do not see any planes visible in the green part, which means that the layer containing planes is hidden. So, we have to unhide that layer. To do this, open up the layer tree and unhide the layer from there. Now, we have the planes visible in both the paths. Next, we have to assemble die and sheet metal part together in such a manner that embossed feature in die coincides with the desired position of emboss in flat sheet. First assembly constraint would be plane to plane mating. Second constraint would be surface to surface mating. And third constraint would again be plane to plane mating. Once done, click on Preview button to see the result. Result looks satisfactory. So now we can click on OK button to finish it. Unhide the planes for better visibility. Press Ctrl+D to fit the model into window. With this, we have finished the learning of embossing operation using die. Next, we'll learn embossing operation using punch option. This is the sheet metal model we'll be creating using punch operation. These are the punched features. As you can observe, radius is also created at the edges. To see the base model or punch for this feature, select the feature and right-click. Now choose the option Open Base Model from the menu. The punch model opens up. Punch has all the features which need to be created in sheet metal. Press Ctrl+D to fit the model into the screen. Change the orientation of the punch to the front view. Now close the window and switch back to modeling window. Now open the base model of this feature. Since this punch will create a cut hole in the sheet metal, therefore edges of the punch do not have radius. They have sharp corners to facilitate cutting. This is the bend edge, so we need radius here. Sharp edges are not allowed at bending locations. So, this is the geometry of the punch based on which feature would be created in the sheet metal. Now, close this window and switch back to modeling window. Now delete all the formed features one by one. This can be done by selecting the features and then right-clicking and choosing the option Delete from the pop-up menu. Now we have a flat sheet where all the features will be created. Now, click the button labeled as Form in the top menu bar. Now choose the option Punch Form from drop-down menu. Now we have to browse to punch model. So, click on the file browsing icon next to model selection field. A pop-up window opens up. Select the required punch file to open. And then click on Open button at the bottom of the pop-up window. Now, we have both the punch and flat sheet in the same window. To create a punched feature into plain sheet, punch has to be placed on top of sheet metal at desired position of feature creation. So, let's constrain both the paths by assigning mating conditions. Mating constraints must be given based on the position of the embossed feature. Constraints can be plane mating, plane offset, and surface mating. This mate is tool plane to surface offset. Next is surface to surface mating. Once punch is fully constrained, click on the preview button to see the shape of embossed feature. Now, click on OK button to finish it. Press Ctrl plus D to fit the model into screen. To fine-tune the position of embossed feature, go to Edit mode by right-click menu and edit the position of punch. Now, we'll create the second punch shape. To do that, click on Form button once again and choose the option Punch Form from drop-down menu. Now, click on the File Browse button, select the desired embossing tool and open it. Next step is to position this punching tool at the place where punching has to be done. Assembly conditions would be plane to plane mating, plane to plane offset and surface to plane mating. Once mates are defined, click on Preview button. We can see that the bottom is closed. As per requirements, it has to be open. This has to be corrected. So click on the Options tab now. Here, we need to exclude the punch surfaces which have to create cut, or in other words, the surfaces which are not part of punched feature. So, once we do that, we get a cut face at the bottom. So far, we created form feature using die and punch. Next, we'll use sketch to create form feature. So, now click on the button labeled as Form in the top menu bar and select the option Sketched Form from drop-down menu. Select the top surface to sketch the profile. Now create the sketch using circle and position it at desired place. Use the center datum planes to position the sketch. Now, click on OK button to exit from sketching mode. Flip the direction to other side. Now, we need to exclude the surface which is supposed to be removed. To do that, go to Options tab and select the bottom surface which has to be excluded. Now add the rounds at the edges by checking these options. Radius values can be changed from their respective fields. Custom value of radius can also be given. We have an option to change the length of this projection. Length can be defined by the value entered in this field. Now press Ctrl plus D to fit the model into screen. To finish the modeling, click on OK button. With this, we completed the session on sheet metal modeling in Creo Parametric. Thank you.
If you have any questions, you can find us on social media. Thanks for tuning in and have a great day.